Hello, hello, another video coming at you. Today I want to talk about why we want anything. So before I get really into it, I want you guys to think about what is it that you want. Anything, right? So I want a new car, or I want a new body. I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to lose 20 pounds, 100 pounds. I want a little tighter skin. I want to make $1 million. I want to have a better relationship with my friend or my wife or my husband. I want to cut my hair. I want to read this book that sounds interesting. So why do we want anything? So right now, just think about a few things. If you have a piece of paper with you, sit down and write down 5 things that you want. 5 things, okay? Now, do you know why you want those things? You could probably come up with a ton of different reasons, right? The only reason why we want anything is because we think in having it, we will feel better. That's it. It's pretty simple, actually. When we break it down like that, the only reason you want a thinner body, or you want to cut your hair, or you want $1 million, or you want a better relationship with a partner or a friend or a family member, is because you think in having those physical, tangible, or emotional or financial things that you will feel better. And having them, you'll feel happy, normally happy, or at peace, or confident, or satisfied, or stress-free and calm. All of these different things, whatever it is, it's a feeling that you think you'll feel better in having it. And so I think when we break it down like that, it's so interesting because here we are so focused on the external. We want to change our circumstances in our lives. So we want to change the number in our bank account. We want to change our body. We want to change our relationships. We want to change all of these things. We are wanting, because we think if those things change, then we'll feel better. And the craziest thing is, I have some notes here, so I'm looking down at them. We don't have to wait for something in our lives to change in order for us to feel better. Ever, ever, ever. We have the power right now to feel anything you want simply by changing your thoughts around it. And it takes work and it takes practice, and that's what I love to do on myself, and I love to coach my clients in doing that. But think about it. If you just sit here and you think of, if I think of my trip home in November to see my family and to see all my nieces and nephews, and I just get so excited and I love them so much, and I get to kiss their little faces and they're so cute. I'm gonna FaceTime with them right after this because I just miss them, and it generates like this love and everything. Like, I just have to think those thoughts, and I already feel right now how I'm gonna feel and wanting to see them and wanting them right now. Well, I do this a lot with like my business. So for example, I want to make this business a huge success. I want to make a lot of money, but I want to help so many people. And when I think about that, and when I write about that, and I think of this person's life changed because they did the work that I helped them learn, and their life is so much better, and their relationships are better, and they're so grateful to finding it, and then they spread that to somebody else, it just makes me feel so excited, but it makes me feel like I already have it, and I don't even have it yet. I don't have this huge business yet. I will say it's been pretty successful so far though, which is awesome. But I feel it right now. Or your body, right? So many people have body image issues. And I've worked on that a lot, and I still have a ways to go. But I mean, think about it. Most people say they hate their body. Like, literally, I hate my body. That's what they'll say. Or, oh, well, it's fine, but I just have thunder thighs. Or I'm just not that girl. I'm just not that girl that'll ever have that body. And yeah, it's just how it is. And I'll just have to buy a different size, plus size, whatever we tell ourselves, right? Like, we want to change our body because we think that it'll make us happy. Like, once I'm thinner, I'll be happy, right? But you can be happy right now by generating all those feelings and all those emotions right now when you don't even have the thing you're wanting, when you're not even in that size 2, because you love yourself and because you think loving thoughts about yourself, and therefore you feel good, right? And this happens so much in relationships. We want to change the other person. Why do we ever want anybody else in our lives to change? So take a moment here, think about your partner. Think about an ex or anybody you've had an intimate relationship with, or not even a parent, just a loving relationship with. And think about all the things you felt they needed to do different, right? And we always say things like, will they just be happier? They're doing it wrong. Like, they're making their life so hard. Why are they doing this? But when it gets down to it, really down to it, the main reason that we want anybody or anything in our life to change is because we believe we will feel better if that change occurs. And it's such a waste of time, because our circumstances in our life are, first of all, constantly changing. And if we're dependent on the circumstances in our lives to feel good about ourselves or to feel good about our life, the money in our bank account, the car we drive, the way our partner acts, the way our body looks, if those things have to stay constant, they have to behave or look a certain way, then you're always going to be in this battle against yourself. When we can access those amazing feelings and beliefs and love for ourselves and the things around us, and the belief that everything that we want, we could really feel that amazing feeling of already achieving it right now. So when I think of my business growing, or even when I think of getting into better shape, I'm nice to myself in that journey. But when I think of it, I get excited and it motivates me, right? You show up differently. But it all comes down to, we can feel better now. And the only reason why we want things to change in our life is because we feel in having those things. We think, when I have that, I'll be happy, right? When I have a better body, I'll be happy. So ask yourself, right? Think of a goal you want. Think of something you want and ask yourself, what will be different when I accomplish this goal? And what will be the same? Okay, so think of your goal and ask yourself those 2 questions. What will be different when I accomplish this goal? And what will be the same? The answer that you come up with will probably lead you in the direction of something you're hoping to feel. Yeah? Happier, more confident, richer, right? Abundant, things that you're wanting to feel. So after you ask yourself those things, ask yourself, what would give me that feeling right now? What would give you that feeling of abundance, of confidence, of love, of excitement right now? Can you think of those thoughts that would give that to you? Try it. Really think of the thoughts that give that to you. And if it's hard, then find something more neutral to get you there. But you probably can access plenty of thoughts that make you feel the way you want to feel later on right now. But we want to change everything around us before, when it's all in our power right now to do that. So I really believe that you can generate any emotion you want right now. You don't have to wait for your husband to change, for your bank account to grow, for your body to be 20 pounds lighter. You can feel all the feels right now just by changing the way you think about it. So think about what you want. Think about why you want them. And then work on thoughts that can possibly generate those feelings right now in this moment. And if it's difficult for you, think about that. Sit down, write it down. I'm all about sitting down and writing it down. Okay, so think about what you want and tell me what you think about this. If you think it's, yeah, well, obviously I only want anything in my life so I can feel better. And we could feel better right now. Enjoy the journey. Okay, I'll talk to you next time. Bye.